Today on episode 4, we are hitting the ultimate villager jackpot for God armor. But first, our inventory is an absolute disaster. So, I'll organize it and let you guys watch this, and you guys are probably wondering, how did you get that stuff? Well, I went on a trip to hunt for some maces, but didn't have much luck finding one, and decided to come back. Not empty-handed, but with some mix of junk and cool stuff like hearts, swords, and even lingering potions. I did eventually organize my shulkers, but now I tried getting the important stuff out of my chest and organizing them. The same thing. I began to sell almost everything I had to get some money, because your boy here doesn't like to be empty-handed. While exploring this amazing world, I found some remains of a dinosaur or a big creature's remains and got the bone blocks they left behind, which could be useful for my auto farm. I packed up my farm with bone meal and began making a tiny setup for it to work without me needing to press a button to work. I don't even know what happened here, but I fixed it effortlessly. So this setup I made was pretty useful and incredibly easy to make. It consisted of 4 redstone dust and some redstone repeaters, which helped to make a tiny timer before activating the dispensers. I set every single repeater to 3, which makes it go slower and creates a loop that repeats unless I break one piece. This setup is incredibly good for making an auto farm like this one, which bone meal my crops, broke them instantly, and repeated till the bone meal was all gone. And here it is, the infamous bamboo auto farm working. This farm is going to save me some time, and I can start working on other stuff. I went AFK for 30 minutes and managed to fill this double chest. Well, it was a kind of slow process, but I started making a place where I could put villagers in, make myself a villager breeder, and make an insane villager hall. I'll let you guys watch this. I did finish up this floor and started making a place where I could put villagers in. Just like that, I finished the little stations from where I would trade with my villagers and get insane books. Now it's time to work on the villager breeder, where I would get the lazy villagers and put them to work. I gave them food, so they would start working on having baby villagers to put them to work. And obviously made a tiny storage system because I know that it's going to be a mess if I don't have somewhere to put my books. I did get a bit more redstone resources for some work I had in mind for later on. I had an idea in mind, but I didn't have the resources to finish it yet. Good thing I started it, because I'm pretty sure I would forget later on. Yep, I copy-pasted the same timer to some droppers to make an auto breeder or some sort of auto dispenser of food for the villagers. That way, I didn't need to come over and give them food. I then replanted the wart farm and thought of a way to make this faster. The only way my brain thought of is to connect some dispensers with water to a button, that way removing all the crops. I just had to replant them. Here it is. It's already done and just needs to wait till all the wart is grown up. I began trading with my villager to have books. I had 3 goals for today, starting with the first goal, which is getting an unbreaking 3 book. Number 2, getting a protection 4 book, and number 3, getting a mending book. Each book was essential for making sets and tools. Yep, I got a mending book that way, finishing my first goal. This first villager was giving me a mending book for 40 emeralds. Not ideal, so I had to give him a chance to meet my grandpa. I got an Unbreaking 3 book. I can finally check that goal off the list. Finishing it off by hitting my third goal of getting a Protection 4 book. I could finally have a full mending armor and not have to worry about it breaking. Massive progress on the server today for episode 4. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, and remember, when the night falls, the dark ash rises. See you guys in episode 5. Peace.